What's poppin', guys? Garrett Champion here, and today we're going to be diving into another anime to decide whether or not it's binge or cringe. This is a series where I watch questionable anime so you don't have to. The next anime up is To Your Eternity. I will briefly give a synopsis of the show in my own words, talk about the good and bad aspects, and then rate it in a few categories that are designed to break down this anime in various ways. A mysterious orb lands on Earth. This orb can transform into anything that it takes interest in, and then essentially is unkillable because it can come back to life. As viewers, we get to see his journey as this orb learns how to become human and learn about the good and bad of this world in the process. There are 5 different categories that we will be using to help give you a better idea of what this show is really like. They are subbed versus dubbed, watchability, attention level, length, and fan service. I'll start with sub versus dubbed. For the first time in this series, I have zero preference on this one. I watched it while it was a simulcast, and so I watched it on a weekly basis in Japanese. I never went back and rewatched it, so I never watched it dubbed. So for this one, watch it however you prefer. Watchability. The aim for this category is to basically show if a person who's never watched anime can bear this show. A 1 in this category means that it is for experienced weebs only. A 5 means that anyone can watch it and enjoy it. This show comes in at a 3. In terms of tropes, I can't really recall if there's any that take place, but in terms of pacing of the story's progression, it's kind of slow in my opinion. And then some of the powers, we'll call it to avoid spoilers, might seem out of the ordinary for the average person who does not watch much fiction. Attention level. Do you need to be very focused and know what's going on? A 1 means you can basically just not watch it, while a 5 means you must rewatch it like 10 times to catch every detail you missed. This show lands around a 4. You can afford to drift off a bit, but you still need to be focused. There are very special moments that occur and you don't want to miss them. Plus the action scenes are pretty good, so that's not a time to dip. Length. How much time do you need to invest into completing this? A 1 means it is 12 to 13 episodes, a 2 means 24 through 37, and a 3 means it's 48 plus episodes. Okay, so this one's weird. Normally shows have seasons with episodes of 12 to 13 or 24 to 25. This one had 2 seasons of 20 episodes each, leaving it at a total of 40, which makes it look like I don't know how to make up these categories correctly. So this one's getting lumped in the 2 category. It's close enough to 37 mark, but not currently over 48. And lastly, fan service. Is this show family friendly or is it borderline hentai? A 1 is family friendly, while a 5 is borderline hentai. If I'm being completely honest, I watched the show a few years ago, so I can't say with certainty that there is 0 instances in here. So for that, I'm rating it a 2 to be safe. Normally, you'd remember a show if it had some weird or pervy aspect like Demon King Daimao. If you know, you know. But I can't remember any instances of anything drastic or noteworthy. So before I tell you if To Your Eternity is binge or cringe, I want to talk about some of the good aspects of the show. I will include some spoilers. So if you don't want to hear any of this, feel free to hit the time card in the description to skip all this and go to the next section. We'll start with the good. Genuinely a really fun concept and has a great story. The characters are great and it's hard not to like all the people that the MC gets close with and spends time with. Then for the bad. For those who have already watched this, you already know what I'm going to say. The heartbreaks. They're pretty tough. You grow attachment to the people who Fushi comes close with just for them to die, and he has to move on to the eternal life clinging to the memories of them. With that said, it becomes very predictable and makes it hard to want to like a character because you already know their fate, just not how. So, is To Your Eternity binge or cringe? Sad to say it, but this one is a cringe. There is good reason for it though. It has a great plot and executes it well, but the emotional toll that it takes on the viewer was just too much for me personally. I'm the kind of person where if I choose to watch an anime, I watch it entirely even if it's horrible, but I just could not do this one. I stopped maybe halfway through season 2 and I just could not watch it because it left me with lingering emotions after watching it, and I did not feel like going through that on a weekly basis while watching this simulcast. I never watched a show that put me through this type of emotional roller coaster, so it's not for those who struggle with that. So let me know if you'd be willing to give this show a shot. And if you have seen it, let me know if I should power through and finish the 2nd season. If you miss other episodes in this series, they will be in the description, as well as the end card coming up shortly. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day. Peace out.